वीर हनुमाना अति बलवाना, राम राम रसियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे, प्रभु मन बसियो रे.
Whenever we talk about Hanuman, think about Hanuman, something happens in the center of the chest, which we call the spiritual heart. Some kind of tingling starts to happen there. Because the epitome of bhakti, devotion. There's so many beautiful stories around the life of Hanuman. Once it happened, when after winning the Sri Lanka war, winning back Ma Sita and killing the demon Ravana, when Bhagwan Ram came back to India, after winning that war, the war of dharma, the war of righteousness, the war of establishing the right rule on earth so that everybody could live in peace and happily. So Sri Ram was gifting many things to his beloved devotees who had helped him in the war. When it came to Hanuman, he asked Hanuman, "What shall I give you as a gift? You've been the massive support. It's just because of you that we won this war and got my wife, Ma Sita, back. What must I give you? What do you need from me?" And Hanuman said, "Nothing, my lord. I just need you. And I need you forever." Listening to this, Ma Sita, wife of Bhagwan Ram, she took out a mala, a necklace of pearls from her neck and gifted it to Hanumanji. He sat on the ground. He broke the necklace, and each bead of the pearl, he started breaking it with a stone. It was a very precious necklace, but he started breaking each bead. People were surprised because it was a very expensive necklace. They asked Hanuman, "Why are you breaking all the beads?" And he said, "I'm trying to see if my Sri Ram is inside the pearls." They said, "Are you a fool? He can't be inside the pearl." He just threw all the pearls away then. He said, "Then I don't need it. If my Lord is not there, if my Guru, my beloved, my Lord Bhagwan Ram is not in these pearls, then I don't need it." Then somebody joked and said, "Hanuman, you talk big things. Even in your own body, do you find Sri Ram there?" And at that moment, as the story goes, he tore open his heart, and inside was Bhagwan Ram's image, Ma Sita's image, and Lakshman's, the brother. All three were sitting inside. And he said, "They're always in my heart. So only give me that which has Bhagwan Ram in it." Then this whole episode moved ahead. Now is the time of Bhagwan Ram's leaving earth. The time has come. His work on this planet is over. The role, the purpose for which he had taken the incarnation is over. Now it's time to go back and leave the human body. Masters, go. And Hanuman said, I can't let you go. What will happen to me? I can't live without you. What will happen to me? And the Dut of Yama, the god of death, he had come to take Ram away from earth. But Hanuman stood on the way. He said, no way, you can't touch him. But Ram knew that it's my time to leave. But Hanuman is in the way. He's just not letting him go. So Bhagwan Ram took out a ring and threw it on the earth, in a cavity in the earth, and asked Hanuman, go fetch my ring. But that ring kept going down, down and down under the earth. Hanuman, he had the siddhi to lower his form. So he became a minute creature, entered into the cavity of the earth to fetch that ring, because anything his master says and he shall obey. That was his love and devotion for Rama. Went inside the cavity to fetch the ring, and finally entered into the Sarpaloka, Nagaloka. We believe under the earth there are many lokas, many realms of existence, and one of the realm of existence is the Nagaloka, the lands of the Sarp, the snakes. There he met the Nagaraj, the king of the snakes, and said, I'm here to get the ring of Bhagwan Ram, which just fell into this. You know how gods play tricks. So the king of the serpents took him to a pile of rings. There were thousands and thousands of rings, all alike, and said, pick the one you want. They were all the same rings. That moment Hanuman realized, my Lord Bhagwan Ram has played a trick on me. Because it was his time to leave the earth and I was not letting him go, he played the trick to distract me. So then he went back, and by that time Bhagwan Ram had entered into the Saryu river. The ghat is called Gupta Ghat on Saryu in Ayodhya, where he entered into the Saryu river and just left his body there. And then another conversation happened between Bhagwan Ram and Hanuman. Bhagwan Ram said to Hanuman, Hanuman, don't even for a single minute feel or believe that I'm not with you. I'm leaving you on this earth and you are becoming Chiranjeevi, which is immortal. You will stay on this earth as long as my name remains on earth. And wherever anybody takes my name, you will find me there. And then the whole tradition started. I have met personally people, because now there's a belief. Wherever there's a satsang or discussion of Bhagwan Ram is happening, Hanumanji would appear there in some form. Will bless that place and just quietly move away. But he'll make sure nobody recognizes him. I've met people in Varanasi where they shared with me, with their own eyes, they saw this miracle happening. There was hundreds of people sitting in a Rama Katha, which is the story narration of the life of Rama. And an old man came, sat at the back. Really an old man came, sat at the back, kept listening to the entire story of Bhagwan Ram. And just when the story is ending, he quietly stood up to get away from that. But somebody, this person I met, spotted him. He ran after him. But this old man just disappeared. But he somehow found that old man, fell at his feet, and he said, you, sir, you are Hanuman. And at that moment, Hanumanji gave him darshan. I've met this person. And there are many living stories, not mythological. There are many living stories of Hanumanji's appearance wherever these kathas are happening. I've heard at least 3 stories. 2 in Banaras, living story, and 1 of Chitrakut, a place not too far from Ayodhya, where this phenomena has happened. And these people are living people. It's not mythology. So we believe that Hanumanji is always here. And he's blessed with all the siddhis. What is siddhi in English?
Power, spiritual power.
Spiritual powers. Many spiritual powers. And the lines that we were just singing before this, they say that the one who just chant his name, no negative thought or energy will ever come and touch him. Because Hanuman is a deity of protection also. So apart from devotion, which we all must cultivate in our heart if we want to walk this path, there's another thing about Hanuman, which for all of us as sadhaks, as seekers, very important. Why did, when Shiva decided to send his Amsha, his part on earth, to serve, protect, support Bhagwan Ram, why did he send that part as a monkey? Why not a human? Why not a lion? Why not anything else? Why a monkey? There must be a symbolic message in this. Because if you read the life of Hanuman, you see he's a very naughty person. Once he was flying and he thought the sun is a fruit and he wanted to swallow the sun because he had a lot of spiritual powers. So since childhood, Hanuman was very naughty. And till the end, which is even today, he is very naughty. When Bhagwan Ram said, get Sanjeevani, a herb to protect my brother, to save my brother, he said, kaun padega jhanjat mein dhoondne ke liye, which means, who will get into the trouble of finding that particular kind of herb? Let me get the whole mountain. So he brought the whole mountain from the Himalayas to where the war was happening, so that Ramji's younger brother Lakshman could be saved. He went to Sri Lanka to locate Ma Sita, she was abducted by the demon king Ravan. He was so playful, they wanted to catch hold of him. He allowed himself to get trapped inside the palace. You see the playfulness we're talking about. And then Ravan told his guys to just put fire on his tail and let the monkey learn his lesson. Once they did that, Hanuman burnt the entire city, the entire palace with that fire on the tail. Nowhere, if you read the scripture, you will ever find even a single line where Hanuman is sad. He's sad only once, actually twice. When he was not able to locate Ma Sita, he was sad then. And two, when Bhagwan Ram was leaving the body, he was sad then. Because he felt leaving the body means losing the contact forever. Once he realized that no, losing the body does not break away the contact. The contact shall remain till the time my God is in my heart. The contact shall remain. Nowhere else you will ever find him sad or serious. That's the reason, according to my understanding, Shiva decided to come in the form of a monkey. Because you see, monkeys are very shararti. Shararti ko kya? Naughty. In the spiritual context, we've always heard about the monkey mind, right? And we want to stay away from the monkey mind. But Hanuman is telling you, well, you all have monkey mind. But if you can find the devotion of Bhagwan Ram in that monkey mind, then this monkey mind will not trouble you. It will become your joyful friend. Not just a friend, but a very joyful friend. So mind is something not to be discarded or shunned away. He is a beautiful monkey. Why can't our minds be Hanuman? one track heart, one track mind, only on Bhagwan Ram or whosoever you pray to. So the symbolic meaning here is, if you become utterly serious on this path to find moksha, then nothing will come in your hand. If you want to show to the friends and the family and the people around you that you're a very spiritual being and you're a very wise being and you know the depth of life, then sorry, all that you have acquired will vanish. Because the secret of this entire journey, which we call the spiritual journey, is about remaining absolutely joyful, non-serious. Things come and go. Yesterday we thought we will not be able to do it here because it was intense rain. We decided to change the location in the ashram somewhere else. We made entire plan accordingly. But then this morning we saw, it might not rain. We had two choices, either to become serious because the plan is again getting changed completely, or we say, let Hanumanji come the way he wants to come, in the form of this sun or this wind or this rain. Let's sit outside and change the plan. We get stuck to our thoughts and our plans. And that's where our spiritual wisdom, or whatever we want to achieve in life, goes for a toss. I don't think, Anandi, I've ever read or heard or seen Hanuman being stuck on anything. He's only stuck on one thing. Unko khana mile na mile, sona mile na mile. He gets to eat or no, he gets to sleep or no, he gets to rest or no, he gets to play or no. Nothing matters to him. Only one thing matters to him. Ram, 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 Ram. Nothing else. And there's a beautiful story about this chant also, Kabir. Ram. In fact, the original Kabir kept chanting Ram, Ram, Ram. Yes? You're not duplicate Kabir. I don't mean that. But the original, the first Kabir, let's call it. So when Shiva and Parvati, after their marriage, Ma Parvati said to Shiva, look, enough of this living on the isolated mountains in the cold, enough of this. मुझे थोड़ा सा सहूलियत और अच्छी जगह चाहिए. I want to shop. I need some Banarsi sarees also. I need to relocate from here, from the high Kailasha mountains, to a city which is not as cold as ever. So Shiva said, all right, let's go to a city called Kashi. Those days it was not called Kashi, it was called Rudravasa. That's another name for Kashi. So they came to Kashi. Now, you see, Kashi is also famous for the burning ghats, funeral pyres. So Ma Parvati said, all these people who are leaving their body here, who are dying here, you should do something for them. It's your city now. So Kashi, which is Varanasi or Banaras, became the city of Shiva and Ma Parvati. So she said, you must bless the city. Especially people who are leaving their body here, you must do something for them. Shiva said, all right. Shiva said, I'll tell you a secret mantra. Anybody who recites this mantra will find salvation. Will find salvation, which is moksha or liberation. Anybody who recites this mantra. She was very curious. She said, oh, what's the mantra then? And that's when he said, it's just one word, 2 syllables. It's called Rama. In fact, he further said, it's I think in Shiva Purana, he said that, have you heard about Vishnu Sahasranam? 1,000 names of Vishnu. Shiva said one chant of Ram is equivalent to 1,000 names of Vishnu. Hence Ram became the Tarak mantra, the mantra of salvation. That is the reason the great Kabir kept chanting Ram, Ram, Tulsidas kept chanting Ram, Ram, and so many others. But not mechanical chanting. In this chant जो भी हम हनुमान चालीसा पढ़ रहे थे, बहुत खूबसूरत लाइन है, इसी का राज है उसके अंदर. The secret is there. The line says, मन क्रम बचन ध्यान जो लावे. So ध्यान लावे meaning you meditate on what? On the word, on the mantra Ram. But how do you meditate on the mantra Ram? Man, kram, karm, vachana. Through your thought and emotion, through your words and through your actions. If in all three your focus, your dhyana, your meditative object is Rama, then this mantra will become Tarak mantra, otherwise not. So there is a secret caveat here. Man kram bachana dhyana jo lave. So with that, let's remember Lord Hanuman in our heart. Who knows he's here in some form? Maybe one of you. Maybe this fly. Maybe the sound of the clouds. Maybe the chant that you're going to sing. We don't know in which form he comes, but we know he comes. Believe you me, we witnessed his magic many times in the ashram. And we witnessed Shiva's magic also and presence also many times in the ashram. If you are lucky, and if you are really feeling Hanumanji in your heart, something might happen and you might also get the glimpse of his presence. I don't know. It's a collective process. We shall see. We have few hours. We shall see if he makes his presence felt. His presence is here, but if he makes his presence felt, we shall see.